Hey guys, Fat Man of the Beard here. This is a nice CGC haul of comic books I just got in. These are some that I dropped off while we were up at Emerald City Comic Con. Some that one of them at least was one that we just picked up literally at the con and dropped it right off at CGC. Some of these were some other ones that I wanted to drop off. It's a little bit easier and it's a little cheaper than, unfortunately, than going through my comic book dealer because he gets a cut, CGC gets a cut, and I think he charges a little more for shipping too, just because he has to ship it all out. So it's easier for me to just, when I go to the cons, that I can just find the CGC or PGX or CBCS, directly drop off my comics. I feel like I save a little more money and a little more time because they get shipped right to my house. Otherwise, they go to my comic book dealer and I have to drive another half hour to get there. So overall, that's a better deal for me. And I would highly suggest, if you're at any of the Wizard World Comic Cons, don't forget CGC is usually there. They're very, very busy. Their table is usually packed. It's very hard. If you're getting like a 3-day pass, maybe, and you're going to be at the con all 3 days, I would definitely hit them up like mid to late day on Sunday before the con closes, because you'll probably have, a lot less people there to deal with. Now, if PGX is there for some reason, now I don't know that they travel around to the conventions. I know that obviously they're based out of Eugene, Oregon, so they do attend almost all the conventions within Oregon. I'm not sure if they travel outside of that. They actually, in fact, I know they weren't at Emerald City Comic Con, so I know they didn't even travel that far, which was surprising because that's a big convention. That would have been a great moneymaker. But if PGX is at your con, I would definitely take some of your stuff there. If you don't know where to take your comic books, please look at one of my earlier videos where I compare CGC and PGX and tell you which comics to send to whatever company. And now that you have CBCS, there is other options, and I think I probably need to do an update video on CBCS and PGX and CGC and what they all do and what they don't do. But like I said, if PGX is there, the only nice thing is their line is almost, there's basically no line there, and they say you're there for 3 days, say you drop it off on a Friday, you can come back Saturday morning and they will be graded completely. And they also do signature verification as well. So say you got a comic book signed at a previous convention, you didn't get it graded, no one witnessed it, you can take it there. They'll go on, they have a program of database of signatures, they'll verify the signature, and they will grade it right there, or grade it overnight at the hotel room. So let's get to it. This first one is a variant cover done by the original artist that did he did one of the famous covers. I believe it's, oh yeah, he's the artist that did 180 and 181, Hulk 180 and 181, the famous Wolverine, first appearance of Wolverine. And that is The Death of Wolverine. This is a Desert Wind Comics exclusive. These were very, very rare. They came with a certificate of authenticity. I think they only made like 1,000 or 1,200 of these. It came back in 9.8. Sorry about the glare, guys. That's just kind of the way it is. I love the artwork on this. I think it's great. It just looks really good, and I'm really happy about the grade on it as well. I definitely have said this, I think, in some other videos. I would definitely be leery about some of the exclusives that you buy. I think that the market's getting, I'm definitely trying to warn people to be careful about all of these exclusives. Some are very valuable, some are not, Let me show you an example of something that I definitely was glad I bought, and is probably going to be quite valuable. This was the Emerald City exclusive. This is the Princess Leia #1. This was an exclusive cover for Emerald City. It's got the little Emerald City logo down there. Came back in 9.6. You guys probably remember I gave one of these away. Ozone 14. He won my contest and won this. I probably should have emailed him and let him know that this, Ozone, if you're listening, if you do end up watching this, which you probably won't because you do mostly horror stuff, but if you do, this is a very valuable comic. They have these, and they definitely had a black and white one, and we did buy a black and white one. I haven't got it graded. I will drop it off at Portland or Rose City Comic Con and get it graded. We bought the black and white. This is my personal copy. I bought an extra one for the giveaway, and we bought a black and white one because there was only like limited to like 500 of those. And we'll get that graded, and that was purely for investment value. We'll probably get it graded. When it comes back, we'll throw it on eBay and make some money off of it. But yeah, this is, like I said, you know, if you see Star Wars exclusives, definitely, especially if the cover is really iconic, and I'll get to my next one here in a minute, or anything Walking Dead, you know, obviously if you see, you know, anything with like Wolverine, exclusive covers, any of the big Marvel characters, or Batman or something like that, but I would be leery right now of anything else. Of these variant covers, and they're mass producing a lot of these exclusives through like Loot Crate and Marvel Collectors Corps and things like that. So be leery of like buying up that stuff and getting it graded in CGC through CGC or PGX, because the market is really flooded on this stuff. Obviously, with the new Star Wars movie coming out, this is a no-brainer. I can sell this all day long on eBay if I had to. But some of the more oddball stuff I would just be a little leery of. This one was the most disappointing because I thought it would come back much, much higher. And so I'm really kind of bummed about this. And I kind of questioned the grade a little bit because this copy was perfect. I mean, it was a flawless issue. I bought it from my dealer. I trust him, and I don't know why this came back so bad, and that is The Amazing Spider-Man 289. And this is a key issue. This is the reveal of the Hobgoblin. It came back in 8.5. I was hoping, if it came back a 9, I would have been okay with it. I was hoping for more like a 9.4. This really hurts the value, an 8.5. I know that most people are like, oh, 8.5 out of 10, that's not bad, but it really does. It can make the difference between, this comic probably goes for graded, let's say a 9.4, it probably goes for around $200. Yeah, I would say about $200. An 8.5 probably is going to drag this down to about 125, 120. So there is a big price difference there. This is for my personal collection, so I'm not super upset about it. Look at the back of that. It's got an advertisement for laser tag. Remember laser tag, guys? Oh yeah, this is June of, I think, I'll look up here, Morgan. Oh, June of 87. Yeah, June of 1987. So yeah, overall, not super upset, but I think that this got graded wrong. I'm not going to pay to do it, but I'd be curious to have it ran back through someone like maybe CBCS or PGX and see what it comes out to. I have a feeling it'd probably come out a lot higher. But that's okay. Still a great comic, still a key issue, still highly desirable. This is another example, guys, of another exclusive that I would definitely get. The first year we went to Wizard World Portland Comic Con, they gave away a variant cover of the first issue of The Walking Dead. And then for some reason the second year, they didn't give out any comics. And then this year, they gave out another Walking Dead #1 variant cover issue. And this came back in 9.8. This is a very cool, if you've watched The Walking Dead, this is kind of from the first season with the tank. You guys probably all remember that, where Rick is trying to get away from the zombies. This came back in 9.8. I'm very happy about that. I have another one. I got 2 of these because my girlfriend got one and I got one. So I'll put it out there. If somebody's interested in this, I will. I don't know if this would be a trade issue. that I would do a trade for, but you know, we could be working something out if the trade was right. These are very cool. You know, like I said, if you're a big Walking Dead fan, yeah, the first issue, that's the one you want, guys. This is the one you want. And they did a lot. I believe this last year and the first year of Wizard World, every Wizard World Comic Con. Now I think, well, now understand that Wizard World just started out 3 years ago. I think they started out with 6 conventions. Portland was one of them. I don't remember what the other 5 were. They were pretty major cities. I believe it was Chicago, I think Richmond, Virginia, Sacramento, and a couple others. And then the next year they expanded. Well, this first year, all 6 conventions got a different cover of The Walking Dead #1. Also, this last year, every convention got an exclusive #1 Walking Dead. But I think this one is really cool. And actually, it's funny. The other Portland one I got is really highly desirable. It's going for big bucks, like $200 on eBay. So, yeah. This next one, I believe, we got this. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. This is another variant cover. It's another Star Wars Fan Expo. I believe this came in Loot Crate or Nerd Block, or one of them. I believe this came in, and it did come back, and luckily it came back in 9.8. So obviously it didn't get damaged. Yeah, I think it came in Loot Crate, if I remember right. I don't know, guys. Let me know where this came from. I don't remember. But look at this cover. So iconic, guys. Look at that. I never know if you guys can see it very well here. I dig it. I think this is a great one. This is one of the few... and I'm almost positive this, because I didn't purchase this. This had to have come in a subscription box. Because I didn't purchase this. But yeah, 9.8. This is, like I said, guys, if you do have this issue sitting around that you got in one of the subscription boxes, definitely get it graded. I can't stress that enough. And if you don't want it and you have one of these still lying around, you want to do a trade for it, let me know. I would be more than happy to do a trade for it. That's it, guys. I will probably have another big CGC haul. I'm probably going to, come September, I'll probably haul in about probably 10 to 12 comics and get those graded. So it'll be a while before I have another big CGC haul. And you know, if I get anything at the, and obviously you guys know when I go to all my conventions, I show off all my stuff, and I'll have some updates with that. As you know, I am going to Rose City Comic Con in September. Robert Englund is going to be there, and Amanda Weiss, the girl that played Tina in the first movie, will also be there, and I'm going to have her sign my Freddy glove, and also Robert Englund's going to sign my Freddy glove. So I'm very stoked about that. Also, actually, no, there's 3 people from Nightmare on Elm Street going to be there. The girl that's in, let me start over. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, she's the girl on the bus at the very end, where I think Freddy comes out of the shirt, or his glove comes up like this or something. She's that girl. She'll also be there. I'm not going to have her sign it because she was not a part of the movie, and I hated the second Nightmare on Elm Street. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. That was my little CGC haul. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you have that Star Wars Fan Expo comic and you want to do a trade, let me know. That's it, guys. We'll see you later.